Hi, I'm Margarita, and this is Nadia.
Hey guys.
We're going to teach you a 3S class today, and it's going to be super fun and awesome. So let's go ahead and start. Coming down into child's pose, bring your forehead to the mat. Go ahead and take this time to arrive in this space. Come into this moment, tuning into your body and your breath. Go ahead and roll your forehead side to side on the mat. Bring some connection to the earth. Feeling your belly expand into your thighs. When you're ready, gently walk your hands out in front of you, coming into a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. When you've arrived, you can start your cat-cow sequence here, inhaling into cow, dropping the belly, and exhaling as you round the belly upward into cat. Inhaling into cow and pressing the mat away from you as you round down into cat. Moving with your own breath, your own speed. This is your practice. Using your breath to guide each movement. Next, inhale, coming to a neutral spine. Hook the toes and send the hips back, coming into down dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet out here, bending one knee at a time and elongating the spine as you exhale. Release the crown of the head, tuck the chin, allow the neck to hang here. Next, inhale, rock up onto the tippy toes and walk your way up to your hands. Release the crown of the head, hang heavy here. Grabbing opposite elbows, shaking your head yes and no. Allowing your whole torso to move side to side. And gently planting to the feet, rising up one vertebrae at a time. Arriving into Tadasana, preparing for A series. Let's go ahead and inhale, scoop the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, release. Go ahead and soften the gaze here, and then inhale, lift the arms upward, and then exhale, swan dive down, letting the chest guide you forward. Release the crown of the head. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, plant the hands down, step or hop it back. I recommend dropping the knees on your first chaturanga here, and then lowering down through chest and chin. Inhale, up dog, and then exhale, down dog. Let's stay flowing here. Inhale, come up on the tippy toes, and exhale, float forward. Release the crown of the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, swan dive up. Planting to those feet. One more time, let's keep it going. Inhale, we're gonna speed it up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Float back. Moving through your own vinyasa here. You're always welcome to take a child's pose. Inhale up on the tippy toes and hop it forward. But we're trying to build heat here, so keep it moving. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And then inhale, dive, hands through heart center. Beautiful. Halfway lift, plant the hands firmly. If you're hopping back, bend the elbows to protect the joints. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale on the tippy toes and hop it forward when you're ready. Halfway lift, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Hands through heart center. We have halfway to go. 1 minute and 30 seconds. You're welcome to flow at your own speed here, or stay with me. Planting the hands down, hopping it back, squeezing the elbows in as you lower. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. When you're ready, make your way forward. Rising up. Using the breath to move you, keep flowing. Exhale. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, jump forward, release the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the crown. And inhale, plant your feet, rise up all the way. We have time for one more. Taking a few seconds in this last one, keeping your head down, your chin tucked. Go ahead and drop onto your knees. We're coming out of A series. We're gonna flow right into high plank here. Just taking a quick rest, maybe pressing back through child's pose. Making that connection one more time. And then inhale, rising up through tabletop, walking your feet back and finding high plank. We're gonna be holding high plank for 20 seconds. Pressing into the arms firmly, lifting up and out of the shoulders, keeping a small bend in the elbows so we're not hyperextending them. The heels are reaching back, the crown of the head is reaching forward. And go ahead, release onto the knees. Inhale, rock it forward. Coming into plank again, we're going to be taking the right knee to the right tricep and back. Staying on the same side, right knee. Continue pressing through each fingertip here, engaging the whole core, lifting up and out. You're doing great. 2, 1. Stay in high plank, the other leg. Moves to the tricep, left leg. Knee to tricep. Extend it all the way back. Tap that toe behind you. And go ahead and release the knees down. Sit back, taking your heels and your sits bones together. We're going to be lifting up. I'll demonstrate first. And going up and down. You're welcome to lean back or keep your torso right over your hips. I like to lean back a little for the added challenge. So let's go ahead and start coming up onto our shins. You're welcome to bring your hands in prayer or keep them on your hips. So just go ahead and lean your hips back, lightly tapping the heels and lifting up and down. Squeezing the glutes as you rise up. You're staying strong and controlled here. Maybe inhaling as you come down and exhaling as you press forward. Fifteen more seconds. Working those quads. If this is hurting the tops of your feet, you're welcome to come up onto your toes and flex your toes. But if this is fine, stay there. So next lift, we lift up and then we lean back. Maybe you take your arms forward to help you out here. Try to lean back just a little bit further, 5 more seconds. I know you got it. And go ahead, rest, bringing hands down to the earth, coming into all fours. We're gonna be moving into a down dog tabletop sequence. So we're gonna be exhaling into down dog, inhaling to tabletop. Let's do that together. Exhale into down dog. And then inhale, rock it forward, tap the knees. Inhaling, tapping the knees. And then exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, tapping the knees. And exhaling, down dog. Moving at your own speed, letting your breath, your body guide you here. Finding that internal focus. Being gentle on the knees, lightly tapping them with control. Dropping the knees down, coming onto the forearms. Here, we're gonna press into dolphin. Planting to the forearms. You can spread the fingertips here or bring the hands in prayer. The elbows are right into the shoulders. The feet tiptoe a little bit closer, and the chest presses through the arms. We're lifting up and out of the shoulders by pressing into the forearms. Heels are reaching towards the earth. Allow your head to hang here, the crown of the head to reach towards the ground, and your gaze to be at your thighs. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna walk our feet back into a low plank, and we're gonna walk back into dolphin. Continue pressing through the forearms here. So when it gets challenging, now we're really building heat in the shoulders and the upper part of the body. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're welcome to drop the knees here. We're gonna make our way to standing. Press back into a down dog. And then walk your feet to your hands. Rising up, taking your time. Okay, awesome. Good job, Nadia. Thank you. So we're just preparing for a chair sequence here. We're going to inhale into chair, and as we rise up, we're gonna lift the right leg up and sit back down. So let's do that together. Inhale, chair, and then exhale, lift right leg up. Flexing the right foot. Continue doing the same thing on the right side. Shifting your balance into the left foot. And squeezing the thigh and glute to lift up the right leg. There you go. Sinking in some breath here, inhaling as you come down, and exhaling to lift the leg. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. It's gonna kind of burn a little, but not as much as the thigh series we'll do later. Feel free to pause the video to get some chocolate milk or cookies. No, don't do that. Don't eat during the practice. And we're going to be doing the left leg now. So we're switching legs. We're sitting back into chair and then lifting the left leg. Use the breath here. Breathe deeply into the belly. 20 more seconds. Three, 2, 1, and we've earned ourselves a forward fold. Really bending the knees here, letting the torso hang heavy on the thighs. Letting the head hang, letting the arms hang. Slowing down the breath a little bit. Inhale, rise up. And we're preparing for the next sequence. We're going to be stepping the right leg forward, the left, right leg forward, left leg back. There we go. We're going to align our crescent here, taking our arms upward, just preparing for the next part, squaring the hips, checking in with your body here. You're up on your back tippy toes. You're squeezing the thighs together to rise up and down. And holding it for 15 more seconds. Keeping the torso perpendicular to the ground. Next part, we're going to be shifting our torso forward and down, and then lifting up. Staying engaged through the legs. You're welcome to bring your hands to heart center if your arms are tired, or if it feels better for your shoulders. 30 more seconds. Inhaling as you rise up, and exhaling as you come down. Taking this nice and slow. Controlled. It's a hard one. It sneaks up on you. 3, 2, and then staying upright, we're gonna be tapping the back knee. The left knee taps down very gently, taps the mat and rises up. If you're feeling some heart openers, you can incorporate that, opening through the elbows as you come down. Pressing through both feet evenly here. And coming down, shifting your left leg a little bit closer to your right, staggering your feet and lowering through your chest into pyramid. Hugging your right hip back and your left hip in. Allow your chest to fall and the head to hang heavy. Coming to a standing position, join the 2 feet and rise up. And we're gonna be sending the left leg forward, right leg back. So, winding our crescent pose, squaring our hips. Finding some stillness in the breath. And slowly as we exhale, lowering down the torso and pressing to the front leg as we rise up. Once again, tapping into the power of the breath here. We've got 30 seconds here. And preparing, lifting up the arms, tapping the back knee down, and rising up. Really squeezing the thighs together here, keeping a bend in the front knee. Watching to not send that knee past the ankle. And go ahead and lower your front body down, placing your hands on the ground, shifting your back leg a bit closer and falling into your pyramid pose. Engaging your legs, keeping a small micro bend in the front knee, hugging the left hip back and the right hip in. And go ahead and make your way up to standing. We're gonna be moving to B series. So if you know it, you're welcome to flow at your own pace. And if you don't, I'll guide you. So go ahead and inhale, drop your booty down, sit back into your chair. And then exhale, send the hips upward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands, hop it back if you're feeling strong. Keep the elbows bent if you're hopping. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, squeeze it in, plant it, inhaling up, and exhaling down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, squeeze it up, plant it, and inhale, drop the back heel down, lift up for warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, send it back, move through your vinyasa here. Taking a few extra breaths if you choose in this down dog, we will be. And then when you're ready, inhale up on the tippy toes and float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. Don't forget your last chair. Inhale, sit it back into chair. And then exhale, rise up. Beautiful. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop it back. You're welcome to take a child's pose if you've generated plenty of heat here, or continue going. This is your practice, taking whatever version of B series that feels good for you. Maybe you're holding your down dog. Maybe you keep going. Use the arms to lift you up and down into warrior one. $50 more seconds. You're doing awesome. Stay with it. In about 15 minutes, we're going to be taking a little 15 seconds. 15 more minutes of this. No, 15 seconds. And we're taking a rest now. Releasing your head down to the ground. Allowing your feet to come wide in child's pose. Breathing into the mat. Feeling the shifts and changes in your body. And next, big inhale, coming up onto your hands, walking them forward and coming onto the forearms here. We're coming into a forearm plank. Stacking your elbows under your shoulders, taking your fingers wide, really pressing through your whole forearm. Lifting your chest up and out, sending your heels back. Elongating through the crown of the head and the heels here. 5 more seconds. And let's go ahead and rock onto the right side here. And switch, coming through center here. And switching to the left, coming to a side forearm plank. You're welcome to take your arm up and out, or bring it to the hip. Five more seconds. Time for a few more. And let's rest and come onto our side here. Let's trail the best. So coming onto whichever side first, doesn't matter. Bring your booty to the back of the mat. Coming into a small V shape and taking your feet out to the edge. Bring your arm under your head and taking your other arm in front of your chest to support you for balance. We're going to be inhaling now, stay with me, lifting the heel upward and coming down, tapping it back. We're getting into the thighs here, into the booty, The more you lift your heel towards the sky, the harder this will be. So I urge you to challenge yourself if that feels good today. About 10 times here. And then we're going to pulse at the top, little pulses, about 10 times as well. And then we're taking it down to the middle and up, to the middle and up, about 10 times as well. And then all the way down into the middle. Keep that heel reaching towards the sky. Keep the legs straight and flexed. Press into those arms. And we're going to pulse in the middle. Lifting that heel upward, flexing the toes down to the ground. And then we're going to do some rainbow lifts, tapping the front, lifting up and behind you. Lead with the heel. This is meant to burn. We've got about 30 more seconds before we do the other side. And then let's go ahead and take little circles, about 5, and then little circles forward, about 5 as well. And then take big circles back, and then big circles forward. And end up with a little pulse in the middle. And you can release. Taking a little child's pose in between as you switch sides. And coming forward, turning over to the other side. You're doing great. Oh, we get to face each other this time. Fun. So don't forget to bring your booty back and find that little V shape. We're gonna be, start, here I gotta have my timer a bit closer. Okay, yeah, 4 seconds. So lifting your heel up and coming down. Seconds matter with this workout. If you do 5 more seconds, that's it. You're done. So about 10 of these. You can count your own. And then pulsing at the top. Lifting that heel up and back. Flexing the toes towards the ground. Ooh, halfway and up. If it burns, you're doing it right. It should burn in the glute and the back of the thigh, the outer hip here as well. And then bottom and middle. And then pulsing in the middle. Whew. Geez. Rainbow lifts, tapping in front and behind. We make it look easy, but we're in pain. Yeah. We're just good at smiling through it.
I can't even see your face, but your smile is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I didn't count on those, so let's go ahead and take some little circles to the front. And back. And big circles. The big circles really hurt. Ooh. And then backward as well. We're almost there. And then let's pulse in the middle. Really challenge yourself to lift your heel up toward the ceiling in this one. 5 more seconds, you've got this. And release. Go ahead and take a child's pose here. We're just gonna be preparing for Chaturanga sequence. Maddie, you're welcome to chill in child's pose while I explain Chaturanga. Okay, we're gonna be moving to Chaturanga sequence here. We're gonna start in tabletop. I'll demonstrate first and then we'll do it together. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, press through, squeeze the elbows in. And then exhale, down dog. I'll demonstrate one more time. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, press up to tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that together. So let's all arrive in our tabletop position. Stacking the wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, press into the mat, squeeze the elbows in. And exhale, send your hips back. Take your gaze at your thighs. Inhale, rock it forward. Drop the knees down as you exhale, and the chest, chin come down as well. Inhale, press up. Exhale, send your hips back. Find some movement in this, find some flow. Moving with your breath. Really articulating each movement. Inhale into tabletop. Exhale, chest and chin come down. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, down dog. Another minute and 30. Inhaling to tabletop. Exhaling, chin and chest come down. Inhale, press to the arms, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, chin and chest come down. Inhale, tabletop. And exhale, down dog. I think y'all are getting the pattern, so I'll let you flow with some silence here. If you're tired and you need to take a child's pose instead of a down dog, that is perfectly acceptable. I forgot to mention, but you're welcome to lift the leg up, switching which leg you hold up, moving through a three-legged dog and holding it up in chaturanga as well. You have enough time here to switch legs and do the other. Six more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and press back into a child's pose. Taking a drink of water, anything you need. Doing water.
It's okay. I know, I'm like that.
It's so close, but so far away. Well, you have 30 seconds before we do a forearm plank hold. So go ahead and enjoy this little bit of rest here. Let your arms really rest. Maybe connecting your hands in prayer and bringing them to the back of your shoulder blades. Giving those triceps a nice stretch. And if you chose to do that, go ahead and take your hands back to the ground. Inhale, coming into tabletop and preparing for forearm plank. Dropping down to the forearms, sending the heels back. Use this time to check in with your posture. Are you pressing through your forearms as much as you can? Are you lifting up and out of the shoulders? Is your neck strained? Or can you tuck the chin lightly to release the cervical spine? Can you visualize your breath moving into your belly, expanding your chest? And rising up and out as you exhale. Can you find some more length through the heels and the crown of the head? You're welcome to shift forward and back if you're feeling a little uneasy holding still for this long. But you've got 30 more seconds to go. You've already held it for a minute. Focus on pulling the belly button in towards the spine, really pressing through the forearms here. Spread each fingertip if you like, or bring hands to prayer. It'll be over soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on to the knees. Sitting up onto the knees here, we're gonna be revisiting the sequence we started in the beginning. So we're finding a seated position here. If it's uncomfortable, you're welcome to hook the toes. Or if it's fine for you to sit on the tops of the feet, that's good too. So we're gonna inhale, rise up, bring hands to heart center, and we're gonna slowly lower back and down, keeping the torso over the hips. As I said, I like to lean back to challenge myself just a bit more, but it's difficult already. So leaning forward will make it much easier. Exhaling as you come down, and inhaling as you squeeze upward. We only have 9 minutes of the workout left, so you guys are doing great. And we're gonna stay up now and lean back. You can send the arms forward here. Really lean it back just a little bit. Lean back. Engage the core here. Don't let it slump into the spine, and release, coming onto all fours. We're gonna be moving into down dog to tabletop here. So taking a quick rest, maybe circling the neck here a bit. And then inhale into tabletop, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop, tap the knees, and exhale, down dog. Once again, moving with your own breath. Pressing through the arms. And reaching the heels toward the ground, and down dog. Reaching the hips up and back. Ten more seconds. And coming into down dog here, dropping into the forearms, finding your dolphin. Making sure your elbows are right under your shoulders here. You can bring the hands together in prayer here, or you can press through each fingertip as they spread. Tiptoe a bit closer and press your chest through the shoulders here. Release the crown of the head down. 10 more seconds. Really press into your mat here. Lift your hips up and back. And go ahead and walk your feet back into plank, low plank. And then walk your feet back into dolphin. Going as slow as you need here. Fifteen more seconds. And go ahead and drop the knees. Move through a down dog and work your way up to standing. You've got 15 seconds to come up, so take your time. We're preparing for the chair and lifting the leg. So let's go ahead and inhale chair and lift the leg out to the side. Inhale chair. Making sure to slightly tuck the pelvis as you come down to chair and engage the glutes, flexing the foot as you raise it up. We're doing the same foot over and over, and then we will switch. 25 more seconds. And we have about 5 minutes of the workout left. forward. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch sides. Inhaling to chair. Exhaling, left foot lifts. No need to lift it too high. Keeping those hips level. Use your breath here, don't hold it. 15 more seconds. My arms don't know what to do anymore. 3, 2, 1, forward fold. We've earned it. Let your knees bend, let your spine hang. Releasing the neck here, releasing the head. And let's send the right leg forward, left leg back. We're gonna be rising up through crescent. Holding crescent for just 30 seconds here. Great time to check your alignment. Make sure your hips are squared. Your back leg is engaged and long. Your front knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, but it's not going past the ankle. And let's go ahead and move the torso down and up. Bring it parallel to the ground if you can, and rising up, pressing through the front leg. Keeping the bend in the front knee. Exhaling as you come down, inhaling as you rise up. Fifteen more seconds. Moving as slowly as you need to here. Taking a break if you need. And then we're going to be tapping the back knee. You can bring your hands to heart center if your arms are tired. And just gently tapping the left knee down. Squeezing up at the top. Coming down with control here. 9 more seconds. We're almost done. And shift into pyramid, bring the left leg in a bit closer, and let your chest reach towards your knee. Allow the head to hang heavy. Pull the right hip back and the left hip in. And moving through standing, shifting the left leg forward, right leg back, finding your crescent, finding your alignment here, squaring the hips, bending into the front knee, engaging the back leg, allowing your shoulders and ears to move away from each other. Well, just your shoulders, your ears can't move, but that would be weird.
Some people can wiggle that.
Right. Okay, and we're moving to the next part. So we're going to be moving the torso down and up. We're almost done. We have like 1 minute left before ab series. I'm just kidding. There's no abs today. Maybe noticing any difference in this side. Probably just a little bit less tired. 10 more seconds. Lowering the torso down and press into the front leg as you lift up. And then go ahead, lift up, and you're welcome to keep your hands in prayer as we tap the back knee down and squeeze upward. Moving nice and slow. Bring that knee down, not crashing down onto it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drag the back foot in a bit closer. Ooh, I'm shaking well. And bring the chest down to the knee. Allow the head to hang heavy. Finding your pyramid pose. Okay, and then we can release. We can go ahead and walk our hands to the right side here. And take a nice wide leg forward fold. Maybe bringing the tiptoes in, facing in, and lowering down to the chest before allowing your head to hang heavy here. Inhale as you press into the arms, and go ahead and walk your hands to the right side, shifting your weight, finding a low lunge before walking your foot out to the edge of the mat. I'll go ahead and turn towards you. Taking your hands on the inside of your right foot, drop into the left knee, finding a lizard's pose. If you have some blankets or blocks available to you to prop up, you're welcome to come down and find some surrender in this pose. Maybe letting the right knee pull open. If you're here and your arms are pressing to the ground, you're lifting your chest, this is great too. Finding some softness in the groin and the hips. This is the part of our practice where we slow down our breath, we cool down our body. And then hook the back toes under. Go ahead and pivot to whichever side to find that forward fold just for a beat before walking your hands all the way to the left leg. To find lizard on the other side, making sure you're dropping the back knee, unhooking the toes. Maybe you're engaged through the arms. Maybe you've allowed your left knee to open up a bit so you can see the sole of your foot, or you've dropped down onto a blanket, a bolster. Bring your focus and awareness back into your body if it's shifted. Back to your breath. If you've lowered onto your forearms, go ahead and come into your arms and send that left leg back to meet the right. Coming onto your belly here. Taking your arms nice and wide, palms facing down. Let's go ahead and roll to our right side, keeping our right palm down, taking our left arm in front of our chest, and reaching our left foot as our knee bends behind our right knee. We're finding a bit of a twist here into the shoulder. Allow the head to come down, the ear comes to the mat. Playing with your edge, there shouldn't be any pain, just an opening in the heart. And let's gently roll through center, taking the other arm out, palm face down, and gently shifting your weight onto the left side as you open the right hip, up towards the ceiling and the knee towards the ceiling as well, taking your right arm in front of your chest. Allow your head to relax and your breath to be steady and deep. Rolling through center. Go ahead and press into child's pose before we make our way up and send our feet through. Taking a few breaths to check in here. Seeing where there might be tightness. And gently rocking the feet through to send them forward. When you're ready, coming into a butterfly position, grabbing your ankles, using your elbows to open up through the knees here. Maybe allowing the head to droop here. And then kicking the legs out in front of you, nice and long. Taking the right leg, crossing it over, making sure that both sits bones are connected to the ground. Inhale, find length, hug your knee into your chest, and exhale, finding a gentle twist, moving from the torso. Bless you. Inhale, raise the head, and exhale, deepen your twist. Make sure you're not twisting from the neck, you're twisting from the torso here. Coming back through center, extend the leg. Take the left leg over the right. Hug the knee and find your length. Connect your sits bones to the ground. And twist. Gentle Nadia, no need to.
I just made a really funny face, and I was like, oh gosh, I love myself.
I'm sure they enjoy it. We love your funny faces. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, deepen your twist here. Inhale as you rise up through center. Let's go ahead and take a forward fold here. Lengthening from the top of the body, opening the chest, and folding from the hips. If you're able to grab your calves, go ahead and do that. If you're able to grab your feet, great. Go for that. And just pull your chest downward. We're working on the hamstrings right now. Reaching your chest forward and down. And then let's allow the knees to lightly bend and allow the chest to come down toward the knees, allowing the forehead to hang heavy. We're working into the back now. Feeling your breath expand your shoulder blades. And go ahead and rise up. Lower yourself onto your back. So go ahead and lower down. Take your feet nice and wide. Let your toes splay open. Allow some room between your arms and your torso. And relax your whole body. This is where we feel the benefits of our practice. We yield to gravity here, and we allow our body to recover. No need to force anything, just simply observe. Observe your belly rising and falling with each breath. Notice any tension you're holding on to. Notice any tension in the face, between the brows, in the jaw and the mouth. Soften the throat and collarbones. Allow the chest and belly to be heavy. Allow your arms and fingertips to relax. Release any remaining tension in the hips and in the thighs, the shins and the calves. And finally, relax the toes, the feet. Allow total relaxation and stillness. Begin to shift your awareness to the sounds of the room that you're in, to the space that you're in. Keeping your eyes closed, wiggle your fingertips, your toes. Introducing slight movement into the body once again. Maybe taking a nice stretch overhead. Before rolling over to the side. Rolling over to the right side. And taking just a beat here to find some gratitude. However big or small. Sending your gratitude to that thing or person. And when you're ready, gently rising up, pressing into the hand, finding a seated position. Thank you all for practicing with me today. I really appreciate you showing up for yourself and for our studio. It means a lot. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Yeah.